So I'm sure you saw some artists drawing with pencils which look like this, and I am now one of them. I was about to start shading my latest figure study, but had to do a full sharpening session beforehand, so I thought, you know what? Why not make a quick video about how and why we sharpen our pencils like this? So in case you think this is just some weird artist thing, just hear me out and try it for yourself. Okay, so first, why do we draw with such a strongly exposed lead? Well, let's look at this regularly sharpened pencil. The angles you can work with are kind of limited, and besides, this shape always tempts you to grab the pencil very tight and close towards the tip. Now, if we take this pencil here, the widely exposed lead gives you a lot of flexibility with an extremely sharp tip and sharper than you can get it done with a regular sharpener. But also the variety of angles and tilts you can draw with are just way bigger, and the grip forces you to hold the pencil more loosely. I myself have to say I got curious, tried it out, and now I'm never going back to sharpening my pencils the normie way. Once you realize you just have so much more flexibility, it just makes sense, and now I'm going to show you how I sharpen. So all you need is a sharp blade and a block of sandpaper, and these are really cheap. I'll link all my materials for you. Then I grab my pencil, and this is the movement you're going to get used to. With your left or non-dominant thumb, you will push the blade up, and with your right or dominant hand, you just hold the knife. You don't move the knife in any direction with this hand. You don't do this here. All this hand does is tilt the knife, so that way when you get close to the lead, you can control the tilt and change it when needed. You want to change the tilt to be almost parallel to the pencil when you carve. So then I just start carving away the wood. Now this might be a bit tougher or softer depending on the brand. Just make sure to leave the lead intact. And I know it seems like when sharpening pencils like this, it's easy to break the lead, but to be honest, it never happened to me. Just be careful not to apply too much pressure towards the lead and you'll be fine. The only thing which I know should really be avoided is dropping the pencils, because this might actually break the lead inside. The good thing is, in this stage, you can decide how far you go and what you leave. Sometimes there's a bit of wooden glue left on the lead, and that's where I gently scratch it with a knife with almost no pressure. Now, once I'm happy with the carving, I grab my sandpaper and basically just rub off the lead until I have a nice pointy tip. And again, you want the lead to be very much parallel to the sandpaper, not with a strong angle. While I'm doing this, I'm rotating the pencil constantly to keep things even. In the end, for an extra sharp tip, I like to rub the lead against the sandpaper like this. And before I now use the pencil, I always remember to clean off the lead with a paper towel just because there's a lot of graphite dust on it, and if I'm drawing with it right now, it might fall onto the paper, which you really don't want. And just like that, you have nice long exposed pencil leads. When you do this initially, it might take some time to carve away all the wood, but once you did this, sharpening with sandpaper in between is actually more time efficient than a regular sharpener. I just love how much control it gives you, and I definitely encourage you to try it out if you haven't already. I just love how much control it gives you, and I definitely encourage you to try it out if you haven't already. And that was it for this video. I am now going back to actually drawing, which you'll see in the next video.